Hey everybody, Ripple here bringing you a mid-season update on some classes that made huge waves affecting the meta as a whole. Today we're going to be focusing on the Wizard and its new Disintegrate build with Morgoth. Here are some clips of Wizards playing that build at mid-low reso all the way to 10k plus, with a bonus clip of me working with Phutfut on offense going a little crazy. Hope you enjoy, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Bye!
It's all gonna be good. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing. Nothing now. It's all gonna be good. So breathe like you know you should. Yeah, breathe till you've understood. Until you're feeling like it's suffocating. Feel the sunlight on your skin. Keep your heartbeat beating. Go on, breathe in.
Fall on your way. Throw your head up and get down when things don't fall into place. Mad at the world, yeah, I've been there before. Lost and confused and thinking that you can't take anymore. No, don't worry about nothing. Oh, it's all gonna be good. Oh, you're really something out. Didn't you know that you could? No, don't worry about nothing. Oh, it's all gonna be good. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing. Nothing now. It's all gonna be good. So good.
Alright, Morgoth, thank you for hanging out for a bit. I wanted to bring you into this because I did run into you in a BG today, and I didn't enjoy myself because you were playing that new Wizard build, and it was awful to deal with. But I really wanted to kind of break down what that build looks like, considering that the tier list I had made is making a hard shift, and notice a lot of people are starting to play this beam build from China, and they're making it work out here. So with that being said, we'll just get some basics about who you are as a player, how long you've been doing this for. So first question we have is, how long you been playing DI for?
I'm a day one player. Actually, I started in beta, so I'm earlier than a day one player.
Oh wow, did you always play Wizard, or what classes did you play before this?
I always played Wizard when I first started. Like, I like Wizards in all the fantasy games. That's just my cup of tea. But I play all classes now in DI because it gets boring if you play the same class and they occasionally nerf them until they're unplayable.
Got it. Makes sense. So why did you switch to Wizard? Because previously you were a Barb, correct?
Yeah. I switched to Wizard just because I don't like playing the same class as everybody else. It's just a personal preference. It's not like Barb's weak or anything. They're just like everybody and their cousin's dog's mother is Barb after that update.
Oh, absolutely. Actually, a lot of people have been asking me about your build. I have been running that build that you had showcased in our tier list.
Okay, yeah, that's a tank. That's a more of a tank build. It's actually really tanky. It just has trouble killing things. It's like it out heals druids.
Yeah, it's really annoying to deal with, dude. I hate it. Actually, I hate all the builds that are super popular right now, especially as an assassin. All right, so
Yeah.
going into your play and playing as a wizard now, how is wizard falling? I guess like how does wizard feel in this current meta, this current tank meta?
Um, Wizard has well after they nerfed the ice armor. It doesn't matter if it's called a nerf or a bug fix, but Wizard's not as tanky anymore, so you're having trouble going head to head with the melee classes. But ranged inherently has an advantage over the melee if there are a lot of melees. Like all the melees, they fight each other, and then if you're at the back, you can support or you can do some damage. Then it's going to be hard for the melees to ditch whoever they're fighting and come after you. So
Ah,
Wizard in the current meta changed from the that Frostfield build into the Beam build now is kind of a adaptation towards the current meta and the nerfing of the ice armor.
okay. And with this adjustment with this beam meta, do you think it's easier for people to get into wizard now than ever before, or should they just stay or stick with whatever it is that they're
Yeah,
doing?
it's easier. It's easier than ever because the beam build doesn't actually require higher stats. You could because it dies a lot simply, so it doesn't make sense to run it at a very high reso since you can't carry anyways, and somebody who's much weaker than you could potentially kill you.
Interesting. Yeah, I ran into a few people today. What was really getting me is every time I was able to either get on target, I would freeze just long enough for them to get away, blink away, and the DR to reset for the freeze and just refreeze me again. Is actually I'm trying to figure out like how I manipulate it.
That's how you have to play it. Like there's a window about 5 seconds after the first freeze, you can go after them, and then during that window they can't do anything other than try to blink away. But you can't get away from most classes. You can only kite like barbarians and druids basically. All the other classes have too many dashes that they'll catch you. So it's easy to kill.
Interesting. Okay. All right, Morg, what am I looking at?
All right, so you're looking at the beam wizard build. This is actually not a super new build, but there are two variations that you can play. The variation that I like more is the dot build for two reasons. One is I have high potency, and two is because there are a lot of saviors and barbs running around with undying rage that if you get the dot on them, it lasts about 10 seconds for me, and that's enough to kill them after their invincibility wears off. So even if they run away, they'll end up dying and unable to bandage.
Okay, so this dot variation of the build, how friendly is it to like low to mid reso?
It's very reso friendly. Like you can see that I'm using a lot of 2-star gems. I'm running around 7,000 resonance because there's simply no reason to run at max, like 11,000, because um, you can die and your damage output isn't that much higher with higher resonance. So higher resonance just gives you higher combat rating and more HP, so you're more tankier. But there are a lot of 2-star gems that actually do comparable or even more damage than the 5-star gems.
So it really does focus on you positioning yourself in the back line. What because the range itself of your beams is so long.
Well, it's because, and there's not much you can do about it when somebody kills you. So one of the style of playing is just go kamikaze and try to
Sounds
take
very
out as many
Barb.
people as you can. Take out as many people as you can before somebody takes you out.
So when it comes to the Paragon, you're running Slinger. Can I see what you have for Slinger, and why not Gladiator or something else?
Okay, so I think Gladiator is only good for classes that don't die a lot and that doesn't tank head to head. So because if you use Gladiator, soon as you trigger your death thing, you basically have no Paragon. The other nodes all suck. They don't increase your damage by much, anyways. So
Got it.
the slinger is my favorite for dot builds because it has damage increase plus critical hit chance. So I'm using
Oh, searing flame.
the searing flame because again, more dot. Right? You want more dot.
This looks like Cancer Duo. Is this what you were playing when we were in the same match?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So this doesn't maximize your beam damage, but it maximizes the amount of dot you can put on people. And so as soon as you get dot on them, it becomes very annoying for the player. They can't heal. Oh, they can't bandage. You can heal if you're a druid, but you can't bandage. And so the assassin type of classes, even if you run away, you'll end up dying anyways.
And when you look at the essences that you're running right now for this dot variation of the laser beam build, are there any substitutes, or this is really the most efficient, best way to run this build?
I think this is the most efficient way to run this build. If you want to be more kamikaze, you can replace this ice armor that reduces the damage with the one that increases your critical hit chance to burning enemies.
Ah, okay. And it looks like you're running, what, 2-piece Vithus, 4 Grace, 2 Baron?
Yeah.
For the dot
This
increase,
is the
that right?
standard-
That's
yeah,
right,
this
that's
is
right.
the dot build. And using all the dot gems, the Seeping Bile, and this
Stormbolt.
this gem. Yeah, Stormbolt is very good for dot because as you're hitting them, as your dot ticks away, this thing will trigger on top of the enemy. So if they run back towards their inside their spawn or towards their back line, this will spawn right on the back and basically kill everybody at the back if you're lucky.
Ah, interesting. That's really good.
And this thing will spread your dot. So if you get hit, this thing spins around and hits a bunch of backlines, and they all get dot and they all start dying.
I'm not lying. I don't think I want to release this video, dude. All right, beautiful.
I mean, yeah, there's some luck involved in this one, but I like it more than the blood flow. The blood flow is a very strong gem, but only in dot build situations I like this one better.
Got it. And you were talking about another variation of the build. Can you show me that one?
Yeah, there's this variation which is more of a support build. So you're running 4 barons, and because the 4 barons have gives you your whole team a 20% damage buff to any enemy that's suffering from a loss of control, and that's works with any type of chill or freeze. So you're basically debuffing everybody. And for this one, since you're not running any dot, you want to maximize the damage of your beam. So I'm running Colossus Engine, Crimson Behelit, and this Ping Clasp.
Oh, and you're running, for your greens, you're running what? Yeah, the 4-piece Baron, 2 Restitution and Blood, and 2 Vithus.
Yeah.
And the Slinger's going to be the same thing, Searing Blade, or Searing...
Yeah, the Slinger is the same thing. So this build maximizes your beam damage and is more of a support build. If your potency is not as high, this build is probably better.
And when you say potency not as high, what would be the threshold that you'd consider this build if your potency was at, what number would that look like?
I think if you have... It depends on who you're fighting. It depends on your reso. If you're around 6,000 resonance, and I think you need about 10k potency to be running the dot build.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it seems like the secondary requirement has gone up with the merger of all these regions. That 10k seems to be now the new threshold. When prior to these mergers, you were looking at armor pen and even potency being around 75 to even 8,500 as your starting point, right? And that's a big change.
Yeah, every even 3k like necros are having like 8k potency.
All right, so now going into we've talked about we talked about the meta and your class and both variations of the build. Now when it comes to its functionality, let's start with how they I guess, essentially maximize their damage, right? You said your first build, the dot build, is just get dots on everybody and just stand there and beam everyone, or should you be more active in another way? What does that look like?
Okay, so the key of this build is your starting shot, because once you start shooting, you're very vulnerable. The disintegrate channel, even if you stop channeling, you can't move for about 0.5 seconds or something like that. So it's very easy to get jumped on. So it's very important that your first beam pays off and you can maneuver yourself to hit as many targets as you can by using the teleport, because you will go invisible when you teleport. And you try to beam as many people as you can. So you can stay on the back line and beam people if nobody's coming after you. That's the ideal case. But a lot of games today, people are pretty active. They come after you. And in those cases, it might be better to just teleport yourself into the back line and beam everybody and then sacrifice yourself to take out like their entire back line and get killed yourself too.
Ah, got it. Gotcha. For anyone that's walking into Wizard and playing this playstyle with this build, are there any tips and tricks you would, recommend that these new wizards or even experienced wizards figure out or practice before they, commit to anything like this?
Well, you want to just kind of figure it out the flow of things. Like you want to try to hit as many targets as possible, and you don't want to stand in the same place and just keep channeling, because then you're a sitting duck. So practice basically channel for a bit, no more than 2 seconds to get max damage output from your pants, because the disintegrate pants max damage is after channeling for 2 seconds. And after 2 seconds, you should move. And where you want to move depends on how the fight is going. You may use teleport to have some invisibility while you get out of the way when people are coming after you. So the thing you want to practice, this build is mostly based on positioning and your own judgment, whether you should trade lives with somebody when they come after you or try to run away and live.
Got it. So it really seems like this build has a very low barrier to entry, but what really separates, for the veteran players from the novice players is understanding that, one, if you play this build, your positioning is going to be super committal. You're going to be stuck in one place, and you have to really think about where you're going to be and how effective your beam is going to be at this moment in time. Then the second part is how to continuously make moves and adjustments as the map and the gameplay or the game or the match keeps going on to still be as effective, further down the map. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, sounds about right. Most people are too worried about dying. This is more of a kamikaze build because you can't get away from most of the classes. And if multiple people jump you, you are going to die. So sometimes it's best judgment might be to try to take out as many people you can before you die, or just trade lives with the person.
Got it. Perfect.
Instead of trying to run away.
Okay. Perfect. Is there anything else before we're done with this that you wanted to tell anybody that's watching this? Again, a lot of people that are asking for this video are people that, that don't have the experience that you do, that have never or might be walking into PvP or trying to get better. Again, before we go, anything you want to give to them?
Okay, so the gear is important. Your eternal affixes. So you obviously want. I think you need at least 2 disintegrate affix. So you get 3 beams. That gives you the angle, so nobody can, when you're channeling, it beams like the entire lane. Having 4, I think, might be a little overkill because the thing is way too wide. You're beaming into the wall. And the other thing is, I like to have 3 eternal affixes on ice armor. That gives you 24% movement speed increase. That lets you outrun barbs, because barbs have 20% from their Wrath of Berserker.
Got it. Beautiful. All right, Morg, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to do this. I know this is kind of late for you on the East Coast, but again, thank you or East Coast, on the West Coast. Thank you for helping me out with this, man. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Glad to be a help.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.